Hello and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Epic Understanding. I'm so glad that you are here with me this evening. It is not often that I get to bring to you someone who is so globally exposed in the STEM world. And so I'm absolutely excited to be able to bring Miss Mary Stein to you. She has some valuable information for us and for us to help our kids because as you know, STEM are is one of the most significant things that we can teach our children and get them educated in that particular sector. So without further ado, Miss Mary Stein, welcome. How are you doing? Audience, forgive us just a little bit. I think there was a bit of a delay. I'm just going to focus on Mary, and maybe she can tell you a few of the top projects that she is working on, and maybe that will help our sound here. So here we go.
Hello, Doctor. I'm very happy to be here. I'm well, thank you.
Excellent. Can you tell us a few of the projects that you are working on globally, Mary?
All right, and yes, I do see a bit of lag, so forgive me. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I do not have this.
Guys, I think Mary is frozen, but I'm so glad that you're hanging. Oh, there she is. Great.
All right, projects that I've been working on globally: water filtration systems, um, removing. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes,
Hello,
I'm here. Yes. Hmm.
and can you hear me?
I can certainly hear you. Yes,
Can you
I
hear?
can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I hear you.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I never had this happen on any other podcast I've been. So, do you want me to just go audio only? Maybe that'll. Okay,
We
I'll
can
go to the
try it. We
avatar.
can certainly. Okay, though we'll try it. We'll try it.
I worked in Shanghai, China, on the water filtration system for a corporation that needed metal finishing. So that was one of the projects I worked in to remove the sand sediment from the water filtration so that they could have.
What's What's going on is your audio is not really coming in.
I'm sorry,
I mean, you
I
can.
can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now, Mary? Mary? Well, I'll just talk for a minute here. Mary was just discussing or just bringing up the idea that she was working on water filtration. Um, and these days we think about, STEM, just being maybe
I think
computers.
you froze.
But Mary, okay, she's still there, family. I think she's kind of working out her technical difficulties. But as I was saying, um, science is everywhere and it's in everything, including the food that we eat, the water that we drink. there are certain parts of the world that absolutely don't have um, clean
Yeah,
water. Um,
I can hear you, but I don't hear you as you're speaking. So
okay.
yes,
I think there must be
I
just a bug in the broadcast. I'm not 100%.
can't hear you. Yes, I'm here.
I'm certainly here. I am here, and I'm sorry you can't hear me. This is highly unusual. It's highly unusual. If you want, Mary, you can log back off, and you can log off and maybe log back in. Maybe that will help. There you are. I don't know. Did you want to turn your camera off and see if that would help? It was off for a minute and then it came back on. I'm not sure what will help at this particular
Yeah,
point
I hear you.
because I still can't hear your audio very well. It's very choppy. You know, this is the pleasure of live. You get these fun um, hiccups, but we just have to roll with it. And I really thank you for your patience and the fact that you're continuing to watch. But basically, the main information that we want to get from Mary is we want to get some of the projects that and the benchmarks that are important for our children to hit, and if there's any particular global programs that are going on that we can enroll our children in, or if not necessarily enroll them in, make sure they're hitting certain marks so that they have access to particular funding to further their careers. Because, you know, as parents, it's all about funding for college. It is about exposing our children to new experiences and making sure that they have more than a job to look forward to, that they actually have an opportunity to affect the world in a positive way. And I think that if Mary had an opportunity to talk to herself as a little girl, that she would be the woman to make that little girl's eyes light up with all the work that she gets to do, um, you know, globally. It is absolutely fascinating how she's
I'm
affecting.
here, but I can't hear you on time when you're speaking.
I see. Um, so Mary, I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to
I'm
let
here, but
you.
I can't hear you.
I got it. And I'm not sure why that is, but if you want, you can just talk about some of the main projects that you are working on, and you can talk about some of the benchmarks that the children need to hit. So I'll be quiet for a minute so you can share that information. Hmm. There is no sound coming through.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you this, family. Hopefully, Mary and I have these things worked out by Sunday because she's actually coming back on Sunday. And not only is
I
she
texted you in
going,
the chat room. Did you get my
no, I don't see you. You sent a message that said, "Can you see me?" And I don't see you, but I can hear you. Um, So what I was telling them about, I'll just go ahead and share the fact that um, you will be here on Sunday. And on Sunday, you can certainly expect to hear about STEM, and you can hear about Mary's career. But the special thing that you're going to hear about is how God showed up in her science journey. Many people don't connect science to the creator. And for me, I believe that science is studying and understanding what the creator has done. Um, for instance, what comes to mind is DNA. DNA was always there. DNA is not brand new, but it's like an Easter egg for us that we've now discovered it. And DNA has unlocked the 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 information to so many things. These days you can trace your ancestors for generation to generations and know exactly where you're from, and that is all due to science and DNA. But the fact of the matter is, just because we did not have access, or we did not understand that prior to um, recently, in our recent times, it doesn't mean that
Yeah.
it didn't exist. As a matter of fact, DNA has existed since the beginning of time. We just didn't have uh, an understanding of it until now. So, on Sunday, we are going to talk to Mary about how God has shown up in her journey and certainly made her journey bigger than science. So, even though we're having a few technical difficulties right now, just know that we will still have access to Mary on Sunday, and hopefully it will work out just fabulously. Now, Mary's shown back up on screen. Let's see if anything has worked out. There's no sound coming through, but family, I just really appreciate you guys for hanging in there. You are welcome to go ahead and
And I
send me
appreciate that.
questions um, that you want to answer, that you want Mary to answer specific to this subject. But know that she's
Are
coming
you able
back
to?
on Sunday. You said, Mary, I just heard you say, "Are you able to?" Or am I able to what? I can see you for sure. I think you just turned your head, but I really can't hear you. And so this is just very bizarre. I can't say this has ever happened before, but that's okay. Um, we will, push forward and look forward to Sunday. So,
Okay.
um,
Are
Epic
you able to hear
Understanding
me?
family, I do hear you. I hear you now.
Yeah. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
I hear you, but it's
Okay, she's
pretty
lagging.
choppy.
I can go ahead and just start trying to log in on a separate console as well.
Okay, so Mary's going to log in on a separate console, and she'll log back in. Um, so that's great. She's going to log in on a separate console, and hopefully that will work out really well. We'll just look forward to that particular thing happening. So we'll wait for that. We'll look forward to that. In the meantime, since we're talking about science, I think it would be good to talk about the fact that Pfizer was recently, this week, as a matter of fact, it got its full FDA approval. So, if you're watching, if you're saying, "Why is Erica talking about the Pfizer vaccine?" We're waiting on Mary to come back, and Mary is big in the STEM world, science, engineering. um, technology and math. And certainly would not be able to have um, this vaccine, this beautiful, wonderful vaccine that is saving life. As a matter of fact, we have several. We have the Pfizer, we have Moderna, Johnson and Johnson, and AstraZeneca, I believe is um, the fourth one, but I wouldn't quote myself on that one. I'm just not really sure. But the point is, we have these amazing vaccines that are saving lives. And whether it's frustrating that we have to get um, a third shot or not, the fact of the matter is we have access to the medicine to get a shot in the first place, because without the shots, without the vaccines, um, it's killing us. It's killing our family members. It's killing the people that we love. Hello there, my friend Maddie. Um, I'm curious, Maddie, have you had the vaccine? And if so, which one did you get? I know there's some people in our community um, that have gotten the Pfizer vaccine. I received the Pfizer vaccine. I believe that some of our people have received the Moderna vaccine, and I think other people were pretty, steadfast on not not getting it. So, regardless of how you feel about it, the fact that we have access to the vaccine is a real testimony to technology. And if you're just joining us, what we're doing right now is we're waiting on Mary Stein to log back in. There was something going on with her equipment, and so we're waiting on her to log back in. She's really big in the science um, and engineering technology and math field. You have to have math to do any of that. Maddie, no, I haven't gotten the vaccine. I live in a super small town, and I go to the gym with the same three people. Okay, every day. So, okay. So does that mean you're never going to get the vaccine? Living in a small town is really great. Does that mean you're never gonna get it? I'm curious about that. Okay. You wear your mask. You go to the grocery store twice a week. All righty. So, are you? I'm just curious. Are you against the vaccine, or um, what's your feelings about the vaccine? I am curious about that. Do you not like it, or you just don't feel that it's necessary? Hi, Tony, and it's good to see you. He's giving you a shout out. Tony, I am curious because we're talking about science, we're talking about um, STEM. I am curious if you are interested in getting the vaccine. If so, which one did you get? And what's your feelings about it? Do you support people getting it? Do you believe each its own? Where are you on the vaccine? I was just saying, for me personally, um, I got the Pfizer vaccine. I know some people in our community got the Moderna vaccine. Um, I'm curious, Tony, where are you? What are you doing with it? I might have to get it. Okay, if I go back to work. Yeah. Let's see. Tony says that. Oh, okay. You're vaccinated and you're happy about it. I love it. I'm vaccinated. I'm happy about it. I also got the Pfizer vaccine, so that is amazing. Maddie's giving you some thumbs up, so that's a good thing. Do you think it's fair? I'm curious. Do you think it's fair that if people have to, if you're going to be a nurse, you're going to work in a medical facility, or even working for the government these days, do you think it's fair for people to have to get the vaccine, or do you think that's unnecessary? You see, I've heard good things about the vaccine, and friends and family have all gotten. Okay, great. That's good. So you're not afraid to get it. You're not an anti vaxxer, you know? Let's see. Okay. I don't worry about people who don't have it since I have it. I don't know because people who don't have it are more likely to transmit it. Do you guys believe in the Delta variant, or do you not believe that there's a Delta variant around? Because that's the deal with the vaccinations. If we don't get this under control, and if we don't get it under control globally, there it's just going to continue to mutate, and it might mutate beyond our ability to for the our current vaccines to work, you know. So that is the deal with having people unvaccinated. This is one time where we really all have to work together. Let's see. I still trust the science and the government. That's good. You still trust science and the government. On this, I do. There's no win. There's no win for the government to be lying to us. There's no win for the science community to be lying to us. I don't think they want us to turn into aliens. I don't think they want to put a chip in our arm. They can track us very easily by our cell phones. They don't need to, put a chip in our arm or anything weird like that to know what we're doing. I'll get the booster. If yeah, the booster. I've heard two things. At first, they were saying the booster needs to be done in 8 months, but now they're saying the booster possibly needs to be done in 2 months. And so I'm not. I'm not 100% sure which they're going to go with. I am nervous about the vaccine side effects for my mother. Um, when my mother received the vaccine, it affected her really badly. Um, and that was very unfortunate. I'm still very happy that she received it, but it just, she's older, and it made her lethargic. It made her confused. Um, it took her about 16 days to come out of that. I'm still happy that she got it, more than afraid of the vaccine. What are you guys hearing about the Johnson and Johnson? Mary says, I have a new setup and still cannot access the microphone or camera. I am not sure what that is. Mary, I do see that you have logged in, but I don't see you. Um, can you allow the access? Yes, you have all the access that you need to log in. Um, Maddie, I know you don't love being on camera, Maddie. You can just do like a testing 1 2 3 for me if you don't mind. You or Tony, that would be great, since you guys are hanging out with me and I'm familiar with you. I know you won't do anything mischievous. I'm gonna send you a link, fellas, and if you will click this link and test the vocal quality for me, just log in for me and see if I can hear you, because I kind of need to know whether it is the actual system that I'm using, or if there's something going on my end, or Mary's end, that is preventing her from logging in. So um, if you dare, fellas, one of you guys, would you please just click that link? You don't have to come on camera. You can um, just talk for us a second and give me your testing 1 2 3. I greatly appreciate it if you would help. Tony, I know you don't like to come on camera, and I know Maddie, you're pretty shy, but you don't have to show your face. Just say testing, testing. Anyway, until you do that for me, um, you, Tony, you were saying that there are some conspiracy theories out there. There certainly are um, quite a few conspiracy theories out there about this vaccine or that vaccine. Recently, I was saying that it is FDA approved, so therefore, um, maybe that would help. And I think it is starting to spur people on. I'm not sure how quickly the Moderna vaccine is going to get approved, but I'm praying that it does get full FDA approval pretty fast. Now, Maddie, I am up. Let's see. Here's Mary trying to come in again. No, I'm not sure. Yes, I don't talk on camera. Sorry, coach. Someone else can help. All right, all right. Maddie, um, you can disguise your voice. I'm just trying to test things out. Um, okay. I'm not sure what's going on, Mary, but we have given it the old college try, and I can't seem to get any of my trusted buddies to just come on and test out that link, because that's pretty much what we need. It would help if someone would come on and test out the link for me so I can know what's going on with this broadcast. But everybody's shy. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that they're all too shy to just quickly test out um, this link for me, which is fine, guys. Which is fine. No pressure, no pressure here. But I appreciate you guys talking about the viruses. Up, sis Maddie. No, Maddie. No, no, no,
Um,
no, no. Turning off your
no, no,
camera.
I come in peace. No, I'm
No,
only
no,
sure.
no, 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 no.
No, no,
Well, you're the
I'm
link
only
is working fine.
I'm on my way to the gym. I'm trying to help you out. Come on, I'm only shirtless. I promise.
Oh my gosh.
I won't
But
stand up just to be safe, unless I show my boobs.
well,
But
no, oh God. Oh God. Okay. So Maddie, thank you for testing out the link and it is working. So I appreciate that. I'm kidding.
how do I sound? Because I need help testing my stuff too.
So you sound marvelous.
Oh,
You
good.
you actually sound marvelous. So the link is
Oh, come on. You're not that squeamish. You're crazy. You're just faking it. I told you I only wear a shirt like 20% of the time. I mean, that's a fact. I own one shirt. I wash it daily, but in the sink.
well, you know what? I'm going to say happy exercising and thank you so much for helping me out. It's
Come on, I'm
been,
almost 40 years old.
oh my goodness, you're hilarious. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye. You know what? That felt like a old college buddy playing a pretty good prank on you. I wasn't expecting that, but thank you. Thank you, Maddie, very much. I appreciate you. I did not expect you to come on shirtless. You got me. I appreciate you for testing out my. I appreciate you for testing out my link. It's working. That's really great. Um. Okay. All righty. So all is well. I think the link is working. I think the link is working good. And you guys are just amazing for hanging out. And I completely appreciate it. Mary is this part looks better. She's back again. Mary, I is your voice working?
I'm
Well,
trying to you. See,
oh, I hear you.
yeah, I can hear
Mary,
you. Yes, can you hear me now?
I do hear you.
Okay. Well, for some reason, I got peanut butter no jelly again. I'm trying to figure out which one of my apps is grab my camera because that's why I'm not able to show you my mic and my camera at the same time.
That's okay. We will live with this. We will live with this. So we can hear you. I'm very excited that we will be able to get some
And you're
information about what's going on globally uh, with STEM.
okay.
That is amazing.
That's okay. I
That is
had to help myself. Believe me, I had help.
okay. So
Shoot question.
tell us, so because you were telling us about the water project that you were working on.
Yes.
You
So
were
whenever
you
you're
were
ready.
telling us about that.
Most
So because you're doing big stuff all over the world. And just to catch you up, we've been talking about the vaccine. We've been talking about the safetiness of um, the vaccine and all of that. So I'm gonna ask you. I hope you don't mind. Are you vaccinated? And then what do you think of the vaccines?
the vaccination process and vaccination query. All right, so I have to get tested. I'm not a mandated vaccinated person. I do
Okay.
work with laboratory, test you every week, so I'm COVID free. I believe that when I first thought of the question, I thought to myself, well, that's kind of weird. People are asking that all the time, like, what sign are you? Are you vaccinated? The best question would be, are you protected against the virus? So the answer to
I'm
that
sorry.
is
You
yes.
said the vaccine is the what now?
I said most people ask you, are you vaccinated? Like you used to ask, what's your sign? You know, they want to know your
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
I'm saying is the question should be rather than are you vaccinated, are you protected against the virus or not? That's a little bit less offensive or triggering for some people. Um,
Okay, that's great. That's great. Well, thank you for sharing that.
all right. So on our in our locations, in order to travel, even if you are vaccinated, you still have to take the PRC before you leave 72 hours. So I'm tested weekly. I have not had COVID this year. However, I did have COVID in January 2020, and
Okay.
I received it after traveling back from China. They didn't know it was COVID then,
Okay.
so they had diagnosed me as having a asthma attack, and they gave me steroid and etc. and something for my throat like a lidocaine
Uh-huh.
solution. And so subsequently, I received an antibody to that disease. So I have not received COVID. I've not been re-affected with COVID.
That's
So
wonderful.
our group has said that you don't mandate it if you test to say that you have the antigen in your bloodstream. They don't want to be redundant.
Okay. That's
All right.
awesome. That's awesome. So, you know what? As a science, you are a scientist. You're out there creating positive effects on the world. So it's very interesting to hear your perspective. So tell us about this amazing work that you're doing with water and why it's important.
Okay, and water is one part of what I do. I work with water, agriculture, hydroponics. I work with water as far as industrial wastewater processing, planning, sedimentary straining, chemical balance, as well
Mm-hmm.
as aerospace to do with the processing of the chemicals that go into manufacturing metals. So in
Okay.
water right now, Shanghai, China, the most recent project we had involved several engineers. I, as a professional, am the project manager. So I'm the person, as a safety person and the environmental person, that they call in when they need to have a root cause analysis done. So my
Okay.
scientific expertise is in figuring out the puzzle. figuring out a process
Mm-hmm.
or identifying gaps in the process that are causing repeat failures. So
Okay.
if you're looking into STEM, one of the best things you can do with that skill set is you can go into a myriad of industries as long as you are learning how to use your math and your mathematical skills in a rudimentary and then all the way up to calculus, derivatives, and statistics, because you want to make sure you understand what are the outcomes, what the probability of this reoccurring. And
Mm-hmm.
then as far as understanding the environmental sciences, that need to be going for your education. You asked earlier, what do I recommend for the young people? How do they get involved? Some of the things that I do in California, in the United States, is a program called Reach Out. They start as young as 8 years old, and I believe they go all the way to high
Okay.
school, and they put you one on one with mentors. They put you one on one with mentors, and that STEM program also was at Idaho State
Mm-hmm.
University. They have STEM camps, and STEM camps will let you go into an environment where you're learning how to create radios, you're learning how to calibrate
Your sound.
machinery because you're watching on camera or you're in person with a scientist that is actually getting things done. So the program at Idaho State.
That's amazing. Um, Tony actually says that he thought STEM referred to
I'm
stem
sorry.
cells, and it's not that STEM doesn't refer to stem cells. In this particular instance,
Say
STEMs
again.
refers. We just had a comment, and he was saying that he thought that STEM referred to stem cells. In
Oh,
this
that's STEM
particular,
referred
yeah.
to.
No, but you know what? This is your everyday world, and that's why we have these interviews so that we can open up the world and this information to everyone. Because STEM actually refers to science, technology, engineering, and math, and those are that is the information. Those are the fields of study that are the foundation, really, of everything that we're doing, everything that is going on, from the water that we
Yeah, we're
drink to the bottles that we
talking
drink
about
the water out of, the technology that
technology,
we're
engineering,
using right
mathematics,
now.
and art.
Um, it's an art. That is fair enough. So, Tony, I'm actually super glad that you made that statement because it gave us an opportunity to express that. So that's amazing. Thank you so much, Tony. So, um, Mary, I'm curious. If there were three specific things that children should be doing to advance themselves in the areas of STEM, what should they be doing? I think I may have lost her. I think I may have lost her sound. We'll hang tight for just a moment. But if that is the case, if we don't get her back here pretty soon, I tell you what, we will find that answer out on Sunday because, like I said, she is coming back on Sunday. And as you know, oftentimes scientists don't necessarily believe in God. Well, this particular scientist does, and she is going to tell me, and no, not tell me, but share with all of us how science, how she balances this idea of science and having the creator by her side involved in everything she does. So I think that is pretty neat about her. I'm just going to thank you guys for watching. You have been amazing. And I'm going to ask you to come back on Sunday where we'll get to learn more about Mary Stein and all that she's been doing in the science field. And of course, it'll be Sunday, so you know I'll be pulling God close. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys
As
next
far as
time.
any
Bye
career
bye
you
for
go
now.
into,